In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create content that converts so that way you can book more sales calls and get more clients for your coaching, consulting, or online service-based business. Let's get straight into it, guys. So what can good content do? One of our clients, Bryce, inside of Consulting Blueprint, he's done $70,000 in the last 14 days. How did he do that? Good content. Now, we started working with him back in January when he was doing about 10K a month, give or take. It was a little inconsistent. And we helped him really double down on his content. And in the last 2 weeks alone, he's brought in $70,000. And let me just show you what that looks like right now. $50K in sales so far, 13 days in. That's not counting a $20K sale I made on the last day of the previous month. 70K sales in the last 14 days. So that's what good content can do for you guys. Trey Cochran as well. He does like over 200 grand a month by creating content. So I'm going to break down exactly how we help Bryce do this and how Trey does this as well. So that way you can apply the same concept and help yourself grow your business and sign more clients, help more people out through creating content that actually converts. So there's a concept called the 7-hour rule. I got this from Ravi Abivala. He is a smart fella. And basically he noticed after spending a lot of money, after collecting a lot of money from clients, that on average it took about 7 hours of a prospect consuming his content to actually become a customer. So therefore, if you're just sending cold messages and stuff like that, you're probably gonna have a pretty hard time converting them because they don't know who you are. They don't know you. They don't really have any context around who you are, and you're pretty much just a stranger. Like imagine if a stranger walked up to you on the street and just said like, "Hey, let me help you 10x your business." It's like, dude, relax, get out of here. I don't know who you are or what you do, right? There's no context there, and they're just a stranger, and we're taught from a very young age to never talk to strangers. So naturally there's going to be some hesitancy and some resistance when you're prospecting. So how do we mitigate that? By building assets. That's why I love YouTube videos. That's why I love how they are essentially virtual real estate. And I chose this cover up here of this town because it kind of highlights like real estate. You know, each one of these houses, pretend you're like a real estate investor, and you're scooping up each one of these houses one by one. Well, it's the same thing as making a video or making a piece of content, right? You put down one house. Maybe you're making about $100 a month passive income, right? And then you buy another house. Now you're making a few hundred. It's a bit of a bigger one, right? And next thing you know, you own the whole town. And it's kind of the same thing with making content. So you build it one time. You create that content, that piece of content at one time. Like let's say, for example, YouTube, I create this video I'm recording right now. Somebody could watch this video like 3 years from now and be like, wow, like this is awesome. Who's Jeremy? Let's check it out. And then they can go on to like sign up and join the program, right? So I build it one time and then it just passively produces for me down the road. And that's what you all should strive to do as well. And by the way, if you don't know who I am already, if you are new to the channel, while we're on that topic, my name is Jeremy Pogue, and I help coaches, consultants, online service-based business owners like agencies scale up, either start or scale their business online. And we've helped a lot of people scale past 7 figures and above 100K a month. And you can be the next case study. So if you want help with that, book in a call down below, links in the description, and let's have a chat, see if you're a good fit. But other than that, like, let me show you guys another example. So the effect that this can have on prospecting and converting cold audiences too is bar none. It's incredible. So far, over the last little while, we've spent about $6,000 on some ads. From that 6K, we've collected 27.5K cash with 47 contracted from pure cold. Another 12.5K is coming literally next week. It's Tuesday right now. I think that'll be coming on Monday. So about 6 days from now. That'll put us up to about 40,000 collected. I've got the stats right here too, just to show you, right? We've generated 1,100 leads at about $5 a lead, booked 83 sales calls. Cost per booked call is $71 right now. We spent about $5,900. We've contracted 47,000, which is almost an 8x ROAS on revenue, but we don't care about revenue because it's not in the bank yet. So on cash, it's 4.66x ROI. And how did we do that? By pairing our cold ads with content as well. So for example, like last week, somebody saw our ad in the morning. It was like 9 a.m., saw our ad, booked in a call for like 3 p.m. later that day. Totally cold, literally never heard of us before in his life. And we had the call, and there was a bit of a trust barrier. He didn't really know who we were. He didn't really know if he could trust what we were saying, our claims and stuff like that. So he asked if he could do a little bit more research and kind of look into us a little bit more. I said, you know what? That's totally fine. Let me send you some resources. I'll send you some videos. Have a look. And I gave him a deadline of like, all right, so like if I don't hear, like you got till like 6 p.m. tonight, so I gave him like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. And then I said, in the meantime, watch these videos so that way you actually get an idea of like who we are, what we can do for you, and what it would look like on the other side. And so sure enough, he watched those videos, he watched the content, and the content's designed in a way that it's basically like a mini VSL. So it's designed to influence his belief. And I'll get into exactly how to make really good content. And we've got some incredible shit down here, guys. So stay tuned and make sure you watch to the end, because this is probably going to be one of my best videos and most valuable for you. So that said, with that guy, he watched those videos and he was sold. He's like, okay, let's do it. And then he paid in full. So he literally saw us 9 a.m. was the first time he's ever seen us. And then by like 6 p.m., he paid us like thousands of dollars without like really batting an eye anymore. And that was because the content helped convert him. And here's why. Who do people like to do business with? People they know, people they like, and people they trust. If you can instill a knowability, likability, and trustability factor into your content, show people that like let them get to know you a little bit, to like you and to trust you, they're going to be a hell of a lot more likely to actually do business with you, right? And kind of going on that note as well, like another thing that good content does is it builds so much authority. Like I remember after like 2 or 3 weeks of making my YouTube channel, like just a couple months ago, somebody reached out, booked in a call, and on the call, like he was kind of like fangirling me. He's like, dude, like your content's awesome, like it's crazy that I'm talking to you and stuff like that. It's like literally if I talked to this guy 3 weeks before that, I would have just been some random nobody that he's never heard of before. But because I made some content that was apparently really good, he was like, he already saw me, he pretty much put me on a pedestal and already saw me as that expert, as that authority, right? And what that does is it does a lot of the pre-selling for you. So what I mean by that is when you get onto the sales call, it's going to be so much easier to actually close them because they already know you, like you, and trust you. So you really just have to sell them on the process, right? And if your content's really good and you follow what I'm going to share with you guys down here, like you don't even need to do that. Like last week, new client hopped on board. I think he paid the invoice 12 minutes after the start of the call because he was already totally sold. He's like, been following the content for a while now. Like, so you guys are crushing it. Like, I think he's looked in the wins channel, like Bryce here, and like Matt just signed a new client today. Forrest just joined us. Like Cage booked 4 calls yesterday. Riyadh Setter booked 4 yesterday too. Arzum literally made a new offer a couple days ago, booked 2. So it's like the results are there. It makes sense, you know. And he was like, how much does it cost? And like, I got my credit card here. And that's the effect of having good content. And it also creates a bit of a blue ocean because it separates you from the crowd. And I was watching a sales call recording with one of our clients this morning, and we were breaking down one of his closes so I could like kind of point out like what he did really well. And literally the best possible thing that can come out of your prospect's mouth came out of this prospect's mouth and said, like told our client, he was like, yeah, so like I got on the call because like I've been following your content for a while now, and I really just like what you're doing, and I feel like I really relate to you as a person too. And it's just like, oh my goodness, like you literally couldn't ask for a better thing to come out of your prospect's mouth once they get on the call with you, right? I've been following you for X amount of time. It just feels right with you specifically. So it's like if you're in a commoditized industry and there's a lot of other people pretty much doing the same shit as you, like this is how you're gonna stand out, right? Create a blue ocean by creating good content that sets you apart from the crowd. And how do you do that? Like just be yourself. You know, it's like what you see on my YouTube videos is what you get. What you see on my Instagram stories is what you get. And if you don't follow me on Instagram already, go follow me over on Instagram. I post a lot on my stories, and it's a ton of fun, and you guys can get a bit of a better inside look into like the day-to-day and stuff like that. And if you got any questions too, hit me up on there anytime, and I'd love to chat with some of you guys and maybe do some giveaways, some freebies, some of my early supporters, because I appreciate you guys. But anyways, getting back into it, that's what good content can do. So that's part one. Part two, how do we make good content? Well, the way I see content is it's basically kind of like a mini VSL. It's like speak directly to their deepest, most painful problems and insecurities. Talk about like the consequences of having this problem. Talk about the consequences of solving this problem, and then paint a picture of what life could look like after solving it, and then position your offer or your program or whatever you're selling as the vehicle that can bridge that gap. So because I do a lot of sales, and I'm actually coming up on, I think, close to $1 million in sales in the last 7 or 8 months or something like that, which is pretty exciting. But anyways, because I do a lot of sales and I'm a visual learner, the same kind of concept applies here, right? If we look at our content kind of like a video sales letter, and since we're selling, essentially, we're selling like a booked call, we're selling them to get on the call with us, and then on the call, that's when we sell them the program, right? So because we're selling that next step, it's a sale nonetheless. So what we want to do is we want to create a lot of contrast between where they are right now and what they're struggling with, their current situation, where they want to get to, their desired situation, and then show them how we are the thing that can get them from A to B. So that said, you really want to call out their most painful problems and insecurities and talk about like what effect that has. So for example, it's like, I definitely could have done a better job in this video, but I just kind of wanted to get straight into it because I just find it fun. But nonetheless, like I could have talked about, or I should have talked about, like if you're a coach or consultant or agency owner and you're having a really hard time booking sales calls, you're booking less than 2 to 5 calls every single day consistently, you're not able to get up to that point, it's unpredictable, it's probably inconsistent, you're probably like doubting yourself, you probably feel like once you get somebody on a call with you, you can close them, but you just don't know how to get more sales calls, then like what effect that's having on your business, right? So that first part is like, I talked about this, right? And now like what that's doing is it's like creating a lot of doubt and uncertainty. Oh, is it my offer that sucks? Is it like me? Am I not doing the right things? Am I doing things wrong? Am I on the wrong platform, right? So it's going to cause a lot of doubt and insecurity, and it might actually cause you to kind of second guess and rethink your whole business as a whole. Whereas like in reality, it's like once you learn this thing that I'm going to share with you in this video, then I'm going to show you exactly how to start booking like 2 to 5 sales calls every single day very consistently, so that way you never have to worry about when the phone's going to ring next. You never have to worry about when the next book call is coming, because you have a system that's systemized, it's consistent, it's predictable. And your only problem, like one of our clients, Selna, is like he literally just doesn't have enough time physically in the day to take as many sales calls as he's getting. Like right now he's taking about 5 to 6 a day, plus coaching calls with his clients, and we're helping him hire a closer so that way he can like double the amount of sales calls he takes, because like he literally has like 50 DMs a day, people reaching out to him wanting to get on a call, right? So pretty much what I did there, guys, is like I spoke about the problem, and then I talked about what that effect is having on them. And if you guys are struggling to book calls, that probably hit home with you. Probably hit pretty hard, right? And then I talked about the consequences of solving that problem, where you never have to worry anymore. You have confidence in your offer. You have confidence in your business. You are like, you know that your business is going to be around for a long time. It's going to be stable. It's going to be secure, right? And I'm really just digging into the emotional transformation there, and then positioning your offer, or like whatever you're doing, right? For example, like this video, if you keep watching this video, then you're going to know how to position your offer as that, then you're going to know how to make that transformation, which is going to get them to actually want to continue watching, right? So that's point one. Point number two, give away the farm, right? We want to give the what, sell the how. So for example, like the what here is like a system for booking calls, like in Consulting Blueprint, we use like the flywheel model, geez, and it is unbelievable. It pairs both like direct response and like branding and marketing, so that way you get like good quick results like on the day-to-day basis, but it just compounds like a flywheel and snowballs to really solidify your success in the long term. It's bar none insane. And if you want to learn more about it, like book in a call down below, we can have a conversation, because it's incredible. And that's literally how these guys are booking calls every single day. And like Bryce literally went from 10K a month to 70K in 14 days in the span of like 5-6 months, right? Literally just following that process. So that said, give you the what, sell the how, right? Tell them what they need to do, and then in order to actually implement it, apply it, then that's when they got to pay, right? So you want to give away so much value. And like this quote's been thrown around a lot. I think Alex Ramosi said it like 2 weeks ago. Make your free shit better than their paid shit, right? We want to make them think, wow, if he's giving all of this away for free, I can't even imagine the value he gives in his paid program, right? And it kind of taps in the law of reciprocity, because if you're giving them so much value on the front end for free, then they're going to feel indebted to you. They're going to feel like they need to repay you somehow, and that they like want to work with you because you've helped them out so much. Like you guys can literally take what I'm about to share with you here. Like this is going to be insane. I actually just shared this on a call with like 30 of our clients, like literally an hour ago. And they were like, their minds were blown. But you guys can literally take this for free, implement it, get results for yourself and your business. And in return, what I'm hoping is like, because I'm giving you so much value and helping you actually get results in your business, like then you're going to come back to me and want to do business with me down the road, right? So that said, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes, the real sauce of this video. So positioning. How do we position ourselves as the bridge to that gap? Well, in our content, we need to change their beliefs so that way they align with ours. There's a quote in Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, and he says something along the lines of the art of negotiation, or like sales in this case, it's like sales is like the art of getting the other party to come to your conclusion themselves. So by influencing their thinking to get them to see the world the same way as you and to be on the same page as you, so that way they do what you want them to do. So what that means in English is we want them to believe that the only way for them to solve, and the best way for them to solve their specific problem, is by your unique mechanism, and the only and the best way for them to actually like learn and apply that mechanism is through your program. And Russell Brunson has a quote: "If I can make most people believe that my new opportunity is key to what they desire most and is only attainable through my specific vehicle, then all objections become irrelevant and they will invest." So what that means in English, with a couple examples here, and like I said, I was teaching this to a bunch of our clients like an hour ago, and if you want to you guys got to join CB. Like it's insane the value that we give, but nonetheless, we did a few examples live with some of our clients to help them kind of like position their offers a little bit differently. So for example, like Nick, it would be like he runs an agency, and he actually just re-signed a couple new clients. I helped him kind of navigate that to be able to re-sign some of his current clients that are on retainers for higher retainers. So like I helped him pretty much get one client that was paying him like $2,500 a month, sign him for $7K a month, and then just this morning he signed another one too, or re-signed another one for higher, which is sick. So, anyways, he makes reels, and he makes really damn good reels too. So, anyways, it's like if Nick can make most people believe that reels is the key to booking more sales calls and is only attainable through Nick's unique mechanism, and his homework for today is to come up with a specific name for his mechanism, like a framework, then all objections become irrelevant and they'll invest, right? So if I can make you guys believe that business coaching is the key to growing your business, getting financial freedom, making more money than you know what to do with, living in a nice apartment like this, and it's only attainable through Consulting Blueprint, then all objections become irrelevant and they'll invest, right? Duno is a dating coach. If Duno can make most people believe that I just totally threw this out of thin air. Like I pretty much like made this example. We started here. It's like, what do people desire most? They want to get a girlfriend, right? And then I just said, okay, let's do that through Tinder. And then someone in the chat came up with this funny name. So anyways, it's like, if Duno can make most people believe that Tinder is the key to getting a girlfriend, and that's only attainable through Duno's dime piece magnet program, then all objections become irrelevant and they will invest because they need that. And they see this as the best way to get this, and this is the best way to get that. And when you can make that connection, then that's when you're going to have product market fit. That's when your content is going to be shifting beliefs at a core, deep level. And that's when you're going to make more money than you know what to do with, right? So come up with some examples for yourself. Do some brainstorming, right? Start here. What does your audience want the absolute most? What do you do? What's your vehicle? Like, what's your opportunity to get them there? And then what do you like call that thing? What's your unique mechanism or your specific vehicle? And then a few more points just kind of wrap things up for you guys here, because I know it is a bit of a longer one today, which is good, but use case studies to showcase your authority and prove that your claim's legit. So at the start of this video, right, I used the case study of like Bryce. He literally did like 70K in the last 14 days, cash collected, which is insane. Well, I think it was cash. Actually, it could be wrong, but right, to show like the importance and the authority that I have to give you guys a reason to actually listen, because now this proves that like what I'm saying is actually legit and that you should pay attention because you probably want to achieve something like that too, right? So don't be afraid to talk about what you do as well, right? When your content's actually valuable, and when your content's value is like when you're giving good shit, then like what you do, like people aren't gonna be like offended from it. They're not gonna be like repelled by your content or by you, right? You'll be in the clear. So hopefully you guys found this video valuable and that this was good stuff, so you don't mind me talking about what I do, because I want to help you guys and I would love to work with you guys, because I know that we can help you scale your business and hit your first 10K month, hit your first 30K month, hit your first 50, 100K month as well, right? Because we've done it so many times. Like, there's literally nearly 400 clients in here, and so many, like, top clients are making like 500 grand a month, you know? Like, it's just build a good offer, position it well, have a system to book like 3 to 5 sales calls a day consistently, and then get really good at sales. We'll help you with all of that stuff, right? So that takes me to the last point, call to actions, right? When to use them and how. Sprinkle them out throughout the whole video, because like your viewership, like most people watch the video at the start and then it kind of like fades off, right? It kind of like dips as you go. So make sure like you don't save it just to the end, but you talk about it like right out the gate, and then at the end as well. Like if you guys actually are serious about scaling your company and you want to start or scale an online business, like book in a call down below. Like reach out to me on Instagram and let's chat, because we can definitely help you out. But nonetheless, guys, hopefully this was a good video for you guys. I got a ton of great feedback going over this with our clients inside a consulting blueprint today. And if you truly take what I share with you guys today, especially this part, and use this in your content, it's gonna be dangerous. So yeah, that said, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, guys, sauce me a follow, Jeremy_Pogue. It'll be in the description down below too. And any questions you got, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, hit the like button, subscribe. Got more bangers coming. So, all right, see you guys in the next one. Bye.